as you see, we having fun, and but this is the In the Know podcast, and man, I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm running a little late. Ain't like me, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? It happens.
Happens to the greatest.
The greatest. but you know, my right hand man Jaycutta is in the building.
What's up?
And today we have Mr. Marquis Flemings from Best Skillz Academy.
What up?
Yep.
Just in time to get you back to school.
Oh man.
Yep.
You know, and I know kids are antsy because I keep asking my granddaughter, "You ready?"
Right.
I'm like, yeah, it don't matter.
You know, that schedule
Yeah,
rough.
a week.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that schedule. Oh,
It's time to go back. You know what I mean? So, like I said, we were having an awesome conversation, but, you know, being, you know, our guest, I wanted you to tell the people exactly who you are and what you got going on.
Yeah, what's up, man? First of all, I want to say, hey, appreciate y'all letting me rock with y'all for a little bit.
Oh, well, come on.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. So just to let you know, I'm Marquis Flemings. I'm the executive director of Best Skillz Academy. You know, we're a private school. We have a private school and a high school learning center. So we're a nonprofit, man. So, you know, we're based on income. So we try to give out scholarships and stuff like that. We always tell people our education style is we use a mentoring approach to education. So we firm on mentoring because, you know, if you ain't, you know, if you come to school and your head ain't right, you ain't doing nothing. So you know, we try to be, we don't want to just be educators, we want to be mentors, we want to be somebody positive in kids' life. So, you know, that's what we do, man.
And I've seen the results of what you do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's, you know, it's been my pleasure to have donated to Best Skillz Academy. And it's just, I think it's just the way kids need to learn.
Yeah.
You know, we have sat kids in classrooms from first grade to 12th grade, learning. All you're doing is recycling the same U.S. history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything is it's more about memorizing than it is learning.
Yeah.
Right.
To me, it seems like, you know, and it's no knock on teachers.
Yeah.
Because teachers have innovative ways that they teach. You get what I'm saying? I think sometimes we just got to change up that curriculum a little bit to expand those minds.
Yeah.
And they don't get so mundane with the same thing year after year, you know. But
See, this thing, I love what I just said there, because this here is a pillar of the community. I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, you ain't gonna roll up in this classroom thinking you run stuff. You gonna see what's at the head of the classroom. See, this is the thing that we forget. Men still are the root of this thing, even though society thinks not. We are. See, the voice, the very voice of a man changes situations. See, a lot of times we don't have to do anything other than enter the room. We change things when we show up. See, so going to a school where I can now see, well, if I get through this, I might can do that. See, I can possess what he possesses because he's giving me something every day that I didn't have. So now I may not even be getting this from home, but I'm getting it from here from someone who looks like me, sounds like me, who's been through some things that I'm starting to go through. See, that's where the power's at, because for so long we've basically said we're going to learn from the information. But see, the information has to have an identity. See what I'm saying? And you're giving an identity to the knowledge that you're letting come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
See, you have it's basically, it's so powerful, man. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because I don't know if anybody tells you, but what you do is so extremely important to our community. If we could get more. See, this is why the fact of the matter is, when you can give to organizations like this, give. Because this is what's going to cut down those numbers mothers in the streets. This is what's gonna keep the mothers and daddies from being at them funeral homes crying. This is what's gonna keep us from being at the detention center signing over houses. This is what's gonna keep us out of the courtrooms. This is what's gonna keep us out of the DSS books. See, these kind of things and these people are what we need to pour into because they're already in place. You see what I'm saying? But I had to tell you that I'm proud of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate being a supporter because guess what, man? I watched my own come from the public school telling them they need to be in special needs to y'all taking them and touching the mind first. They coming home talking about NASDAQ is down 3 points. Why Nike stock is up this week.
That's true.
Huh? But you were just about to be put in special ed.
Right.
But you come over here to someone who can really pull and pour, and you're now reaching potential. This is great. This is golden, like what you guys do. And you know, shout out to, you know, his partner in crime that teaches with him, man. Hey,
Robert McKenzie.
you know what I'm saying? Awesome fellow as well, you know what I'm saying? Strong background in the military, different things. That's what you want
Right.
your kids to be around because the fact of the matter is, once they leave your home, there's no one else to say I love you. There's no one else to show that I care if you make it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have these type of facilities, don't overlook them.
No.
When you have people in place like this, tell them every once in a while, man, I appreciate what you do. You know what I'm saying? See, we don't reward each other unless it's on some big stage. You don't need a stage to say what you get. If they're pouring into your home and into your kids, let them know. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Say something. That's what we follow a lot because we get weak, y'all. Everybody get tired. Everyone gets tired. You may have a passion for doing something. This may be what you want to do. Oh, I'm gonna rock this thing. I'm gonna boom, boom, boom. Well, I'm tired. I don't even know if I'm gonna get up today, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just, it's human.
Yeah.
You know, and as a man, it's even worse because we get attacked more than anyone. We get things placed on our life that aren't even there for us. But we end up having to walk into them because of how the stage is set. So today, I really wanted to just be one to say, I appreciate y'all, man.
I appreciate it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Man, because it's strong, it's deep. Man, look here, it's way deeper than we want to go.
But thinking of it, you know, man, how do you just get in that mindset that I'm gonna start school?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You know what? And sometimes it still surprises me that, like, yo,
You made it at
school. Like, yo, it's school for real. Like, yo, we got kids graduating, going off to college. You know,
That's
it's
all
like,
right.
yo, it's sometimes you sit back and you're like, yo, but man, to be real with you, man, I worked in the school district for so long. I worked for the public school for so long. As an administrator, you just start to see, like, yo, the teachers doing the best they can. However, you still see kids that need to be not just taught, but mentored. And, yo, let's be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, with a person with 3 degrees and then all these other, like you said, certificates and all this other stuff, ain't nobody asked me, you know, hey man, can you tell me what a hot pot noose is? Ain't nobody ever go to the job and ask me like, yo, can you tell me the square root of so-and-so?
Right.
Yo, man. So it's like, yo, I understand education is important. Yo, nothing against that, but I need you to be a good person. I need you to know how to live in life. I need you to know, like, life skills, soft skills. I need you to know how to talk to people. I need you to know that, like, yo, it might be some people out there against you, and how do you handle those situations? So, you know, and so as I started thinking about that, you know, I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, I kept telling my wife about it. And one summer, and she was like, yo, you know, shut up and put up.
Hey.
Like, you know, like, yo. And so I was like, all right, let me see what I can do. And I just started talking to a couple people. My brother me and Robert, we grew up together and told him about it. And he was like, yo, man, I've been thinking about mentoring for a long time. He actually presented it to another organization. They turned it down. And I'm like, yo, man, if you about it, let's do it. You know, like you said, you know, he did some years in the military. And Marine. I always say he was a Marine. He like, nah, baby, always a Marine. Like,
Right.
one Marine, always, you know, he always said me that.
Ain't no form.
Yeah. So, you know, got with him, you know, he worked in the hospital system. He saw some things that he wished he could have taught kids that were coming in for the first time with a job, without a degree and all this other stuff, and they not knowing how to facilitate their way through just employment.
Gotcha.
And so, you know, he was like, he came up with a whole system. We got together. We started in August 2019, dog, right before COVID.
Wow.
So, yo, we went from 2 kids to the following year, helping out 40 kids, during COVID. Yo, that was a big jump. So we shrunk it back down. We wanted to make sure we had quality over quantity.
Right.
So, you know, we do a 1-to-7 ratio. You know, we have so many employees, it's a 1-to-7 ratio. We want to make sure I know everything about you. You know, I can go talk to your mom and daddy. We have great parents. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog. Yo, man, this is like great. Yo, we have, and we screen because we like, yo, when we interviewing these kids, I need to know that I'm keeping your kids safe when I bring a new person in.
Gotcha.
You know, I need to know, like, yo, these my kids too, so I need to make sure, hey, your family good, you wanna be here, you have potential, and you know what, come on. I like, yo, you got some problems, that's cool, everybody got problems. 85% of our kids have been through a major trauma in their life.
Wow.
And so, you know, we wanna make sure that we are a safe haven for them, and they can be themselves. So, you know, when we interview kids, we really doing some screening and seeing, hey, can we help you at first and foremost? Do you want to be here? Because if we can't help you, let's find somebody else that can help you.
Right.
So, you know, like, I'm not trying to hold on to every kid forever. Yo, if we just the emergency room for this year and we find, if your goal is to go back to school, yo, our goal is to make sure it happens. So we not there just like, I gotta keep you until you graduate. Nah, that ain't our deal. So, you know, like I said, man, we screen these kids, make sure they're good. Yo, and the kids tell you, we got a lot of daddy energy. Like, yo, it's daddy energy. It's daddy energy. It's a lot of daddy energy. Yo, we gonna be hard on you, but we gonna love on you.
Love you, right.
Like, yo, we gonna be hard. Like, we always tell them, the only people that can bully in the school is us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And so it's just, you know, making sure that we got the right parents, and they don't even have any parents because I think like 86% of our kids don't live with their biological parents.
Wow. Okay.
So, you know, it's, you know,
Grandparents.
Grandparents, adopted. Yeah. So it's crazy. All across the board. So, you know, making sure that those kids are taken care of and understood, like, yo, this your safe place. You can come here and chill. If you want to go out there and spin around in circles and play with marbles and stuff, yo, this your time. Like, ain't nobody gonna clown you on that.
Right.
Yo, I always talk about your grandson. They are like, yo, nah, he like fishing. He was the only one in the school that liked fishing, and Joe was like, bro, I like fishing? Right. And the thing was, I was like, yo, man, always be real with who you are.
Right.
If that's your thing, that's your thing.
Right.
And he'll talk about lures and everything, but the cool thing about it, other kids start asking, so tell me about this type of fish. Tell me about it. Yo, cool. So, you know, we just want to make it sure it's a safe space, and then they start learning, because it's like, yo, I don't have to worry about trying to fit in.
Ain't no myself.
Yeah, ain't no clicks. The only click around here is me and Mr. McKenzie and his shop. We always tell them, yo, we don't negotiate with terrorists, y'all never looked at it. So, yeah,
right.
But other than that, yo, we teach, we go on a lot of field trips. I think we're doing 2 a month this year. We just want to expose them to different opportunities, to show them like, yo, this is what's out in the world. And just, you know, let them know, hey, cool, we here. This is what you got to offer. We going to the studio this year just to show them like, yo, you ain't got to be the rapper. You can be the sound engineer.
Come on.
They making money.
Come on.
You can be the person owning the studio. They making money.
Right.
And so, you know, just showing them just different opportunities that's out here.
That's what's up.
One thing I wanted to ask about
Go ahead.
is the physical fitness that you believe in. because they take them and allow them to work out as well. And my Najee especially, he loves it.
Yeah.
It makes them feel almost like they're at a college or something, because they're not just cemented to a chair. They do go places. They meet other people in other businesses. They're seeing other things. You know what I'm saying? And they come back and they're looking like, I've never been in anything like this. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the reasons why I commend you guys so much, is because you're breaking down barriers in the kids' lives as well, when kids don't know how to receive that different attention, because they may not be used to it. They may be like, okay, what you gonna want from me if I cooperate? What you gonna want from me? Whatever. But you guys are showing them that this is just what I want you to know about life.
Yeah.
And that's big.
Yeah.
That's big to me. But how did you get affiliated with the
Amplify? So Amplify is a small business lady owns it. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head.
Amplify,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the lady that,
Yeah.
because one of the ladies, she's working at Cross Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, at front desk. I can't even call her name right now.
Yeah.
But I know you're talking
I
about.
can't think of her name either. God, she gonna be mad at me. But Marie.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, man. So we partnered up with them. You know, we big on showing kids small businesses.
Right.
And so we partnered with them. Once a week we go over there. You know, they literally like, hitting the weights. They jumping boxes. They doing the whole full thing, because she has a lot of kids that's gone on to college, that's gone on to play major sports. And so the thing is, like, we hear all our kids want to be professional something, right?
Right.
This is what it's gonna look like to be get there. This every day. I mean, so like we take our kids over there twice a week. They go over there like, hey, don't be about it. I mean, don't talk about it.
Just jump out there and do it.
Yeah, all right, cool. You wanna? Yeah, I'm gonna play for the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go ahead and do that work. Let's go ahead and do
Let's
that work.
see what it's about right now.
Right. You know, and it's also to show them about just being physically fit, healthy, and stuff like that. You know, you ain't got to be a bodybuilder out there, but you know, just go out there and get a little workout in. They enjoy it, man. They enjoy it. So yeah, man, that's usually at the end of the day. We go over there, take them. It's like 10 minutes from where we are, and they work out, and they do a great job. Her team over there, they do a great job.
Yeah, they awesome with the kids, man. They really are.
They love it, man.
Yeah, because I've been over there a couple times, and man, like to see kids inside there doing the certain whatever sport playing. They got a little bit of everything.
They do have a little bit of everything.
and it's just amazing how they work well with the kids.
Yeah.
So that's awesome right there.
So
Man.
we're big on that, and so we, like you said, we also believe. So the way our school works is, in between every period, you have a 10-minute break, and it's intentional because, first of all, you're in middle school. Like, you think about it, 6th grade. If I'm in 6th grade, 11 years old, I'm not sitting in no class 50 minutes, over 50 minutes, and I'm sitting there, and I'm not burning any energy.
Yeah.
So we literally intentionally put those 10-minute breaks for kids playing basketball, they outside running, whatever. We do have me and Robert do have a temperature. Like, don't ask me to go outside when it's above 85 degrees. Like, that's me. I don't like it. If it get under 60 degrees, bro, I'm not going out there. We gotta talk to them. We gotta talk this thing out. We can go in the gym or something. But we do believe in breaking up their monotony, letting them be kids, letting them run around, burn some of that energy out, so when they come back, they can kind of focus a little bit. So,
Imagine if we had that. You had that over at Lakeview.
yeah, man. Oh, they look for it because it's like, man, my 10 minutes up, we gonna get back out there on the court. I gotta get you again.
Right. That's cool, man. So in that, what are the future plans for Best Skillz?
5-year goals. So right now, we actually have a waiting list right now. So our max out is 64 in the next next 5 years, continue to grow. We want to continue to teach these kids life skills, soft skills, and it's like I said, it's about quality over quantity.
Yes, sir.
We ain't making a whole bunch of money because, like, let's be honest, we are, some of our kids come on based on income, and so it's like, we got to go out there and fundraise for that rest of that money.
Gotcha.
So, it costs us $12,000 a year to educate each kid. So if a kid paying
$12,000 per kid.
Yeah, per kid. Yeah, and so just think now, if a kid paying $2,000, I gotta go get that other 10. Yeah, I gotta go get that other 10. So it's like it's summertime for them, but it's not right time for me. It never is, right? Yeah. It's asking for donations,
Right. So what all fundraisers do y'all have?
Right now we got the luncheon. This year we got we got a PTA this year, which is crazy. It's just the growth. And so the parents are doing a lot of PTA stuff. We got Best Skillz merch that's now been, the kids design it, they sell it. It's just another thing to show them on scholarships. It's like, it's gonna cost us this much to make. What is it gonna take for us to make a profit?
Right.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Show how to break down them P&L sheets.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, that's some skills to have, man. But it seems right. Like, man, you know what, man? I can't make no money. I think we do it.
And the kids, and then it's like, you got a certain amount of time to design a shirt. I think Team IG last year won that shirt contest. They designed a shirt, see who can sell the most. We had 2 teams, and I think Team IG, I wore that shirt down in the Dominican. And so theirs is, if I'm not mistaken, Nige's is, their shirts say something like, no mascot, just motivation. Because we don't have a mascot. It's just motivation there.
Right.
And so they came up with that. I wore that shirt down in the Dominican, and people was asking me, like, yo, that's a sweet saying right there. One of our kids, they made it. And so, they come up with great ideas, man.
That's what's up, man. Inspiring young minds. That's like the dopest thing ever. That's the reason why as soon as I can get involved, I jump in. It's like the coolest thing because it's just, it ain't like they walked out and said we just gonna be different from normal school. They just seem, well, okay, I understand this part, but there's so much more out there. And when you get a school, like you say, you own the field trip, so they see. You ain't just a book somebody telling them how to do it. They get to ride out to where it is to say, okay, well, I see what this guy does when he presses this button and this happens, So imagine that at, when you in the 6th grade, you 11 years old, what kind of wheels they get turning. Right. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting there going, I can't wait till this bell rings.
Yes.
So I can get in the hallway,
Well, that's the thing, we just want to make sure that, like you said, what we're learning, how is it applicable to real life?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, how do I apply this to real life? And so we have those conversations. We have a formal mentoring class. All our kids got to take mentoring. We have formal mentoring and informal mentoring. Informal look like if I pull you to the side or we talk and you say, hey, Mr. Flemings, can I talk to you for a second? Informal stuff. But then you got the formal stuff where, like you said, we teaching stocks. You gonna learn about some stocks. You gonna learn about, what's your favorite stock? You gonna learn about finance. Yeah, you gonna learn about why you can't tax.
Because of what you say, pay.
Yeah.
You don't have no idea what it's for.
It took me so long to figure out
who FICA is.
I was so upset.
FICA taking a jump.
Boy, I ain't know
You got your money. You didn't get your money back on with you.
You respected FICA and didn't know
Didn't know
who
FICA was.
Didn't know who they was. Like, FICA.
That brother gonna get his stuff.
You start calculating up. I know he took this money when I worked the last.
Right.
Man, let me go get this money.
Hold on, I work overtime. You gonna need that too.
Right.
So just teaching them, and then teaching how you act. So even when we go on our field trips, we have to tell our young black men, smile a little bit. Because they go out and mean mugging, and sometimes they don't even realize they doing it.
Right.
And it's like, man, we walking up in a bank, man.
See, y'all teach like interview skills,
Yeah,
all that, so
man.
you on the job, you know.
getting it. You
Oh
getting it,
man, that's cool.
You getting it, man.
That is
so,
good.
so, yo, man, we try, and that's the thing, like, so even with our mentoring, we have a curriculum that Robert developed, but there's times where you'll sit down and you'll be like, oh, we need to add this. We didn't know this was a situation. Like, yo, okay, cool. Like, yo, man, come on, we ain't know nothing about no cyberbullying growing up.
No.
Man, it's turn off the computer and I don't care what you say. Like,
Right.
but that's an issue now. So we have to teach them kids how to navigate through that.
Right.
And so, just teaching them just different skills. Like even we can be teaching a science class and something pop off. A prime example, last year one kid asked, like, yo, what if I give somebody some fake money in here and I don't get caught? Is that wrong? Yeah. You might still go to jail. But I ain't gonna get caught though. No. But see, they don't, in their head, they don't know that.
I'm here to tell you, you go to jail.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Especially considering how loose you are when talking about it.
Yeah, man, we got some dumb criminals.
That's the difference of our generation and theirs. Because if you weren't there, you didn't know what happened.
That's right. No,
But now,
but everybody in on it.
yeah, Joker record everything and wonder why the feds didn't know. We got the pictures. We saw video.
Another thing that came from last year that was so funny, but they didn't know nothing about was like, so did you know, and it was all on social media, you can write a check and give it to somebody, not have the money in there. And it's like, yo man, that's writing a bad check.
Right.
Yeah, but they didn't know that. It was like, you can give it to them and they can give you money back and all this other stuff. I'm like, you can go to jail for that.
Yeah.
But it's on TikTok though. They doing it and getting away with it. It's like, please, no.
Right.
No.
But that's stuff they don't know.
No, right.
Like, you're like, yo, for real? Like,
Nah,
bro,
bro.
don't
Let me
do
teach
like
you a
that.
new different way, man.
yeah. So, stuff
You're
like
way too comfortable.
Yeah.
You're a federal check.
Yes, exactly.
That's the federal
Do
charge.
not try to run off on the plug.
Yes. But nah, so it's just like teaching stuff like that, man.
Oh, man.
They're just chopping it up with them too, man.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing about
Let me ask you something. So, what advice would you give anyone who wants to do what you're doing?
Yo, man.
What matter of fact, beyond advice, what would you tell them it takes behind the scenes? Like what type of mentality must they have first before they even approach it?
Well,
What I was saying?
what I wish somebody would told me, bro, you ain't gonna make no money first 2 years.
Okay.
I mean, look to get back to zero.
Yeah. Like, save that money up. And here's the thing, I would, man, you got, hey, this is a long one. I would, cause I'm thinking about myself personally, don't quit your job right away. Here's the deal, man, cause most of, like, the way we went at it as a nonprofit, you gotta get your 501c3, you gotta go through that whole process. But I would tell them, man, like, do it. Like, here's the thing, man, especially with schools like mine, yo, man, we customize everything. You think about the public school, no knock on the public school, teachers gotta do what they gotta do. Like, yo, that's a production. Like, yo, we gotta make sure, if I'm at a public school, I gotta make sure that I stay on pace with the curriculum. I gotta make sure my kids hitting everything that the test, standardized testing, so I don't have time to personalize education for each individual kid. When you look at schools like myself, I tell people it's like this: you can go to Ford, get you a machine off the assembly line, because that's what the school is, it's assembly line. You got to fit in that. I can't customize anything.
Right.
When you come into a school like mine, I'm tailoring the car, I'm tailoring the education for your kid.
Right.
So, does that make sense?
That's strong.
Right.
So, like, whatever your kid needs, I'm giving it to you. Yo, if we gotta stay on multiplication for 2 weeks, we staying on multiplication for 2 weeks.
Right.
We still gonna get everything in we need to get in. But yo, man, if you don't know multiplication, you done. No, let's not talk about calculus and anything else.
Right.
So it's being able to tailor stuff. So I think that's needed. I think other people need to jump in this game because it's like, yo, when you come in, you offer something different that another kid might need. Like I said, we can't take every kid. We make sure, like, yo, I'm not good with other stuff, but I am good with the thing I am good at, and this is what I do, what I bring to the table. You might bring something different. Bring it to the table, because we all need it. I recommend other private schools. I recommend charter schools. I recommend. It depends on what the kid needs. So I'm telling you, hey, come on in the game. Yo, man, let's be honest with you. There's enough money out here for everybody, but there's enough kids who need you that
The furnish.
Yeah.
The furnishes.
Yeah. So, but like you said, so when you talk about 501c, it's a lot of work, man. Especially when you starting off, you gotta get your board. You gonna be the finance person. You gonna be the social media person. You gonna be the HR. You gonna be all of that.
Yeah.
We're further enough in the game now where I can relax a little bit, and I'm like, yo, it's all worth it. And I'm the person that's gonna tell you, yo, it'll be worth it. You gotta put in the grind. You gotta put in the work, because it's gonna be work. It's gonna be a lot of Saturdays you ain't watching football. Right. But it's there, man, and the kids out there that need you. So, yeah.
I was wondering, so like I say, I've been mentoring for a while, and I was just kind of looking at what you guys do. And I see you guys on such a large scale before you're done. Just because a lot of times when stuff is small and powerful, you can put small pieces in different places and it'll make a large impact because of the power within the small pieces. You see what I'm saying? So I like what you do, and I'm really hoping to get in a position to help push the vision. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the things, not just for me and mine may be on and out of school, but it's a such thing called a nation mind. And a nation mind, just to clear that up for anyone that doesn't know, is that when you hear something about a person who is nowhere near your community, who you've never seen in person, you feel their pain as well. There should never be a time where we see another brown young man, another black young man, whatever color you want to put on it, as far as your community. When you see another member of that community fall, go through hard times, or be in a situation that if they had the proper knowledge, they would have avoided, or just seeing too much of the same thing, too much of the same old same. We're still killing each other here. We're still showing out here. We still can't sit through class. We're still cutting up. We're still being sent to the office. We're still being sent to the 10th center from school. Those kind of situations should bother us as black men, period. You know what I'm saying? Whether you can put a relationship on the kid or not, it really should bother us that we're not thinking of how to get involved and plug in to the solution. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't mean being seen, but that just means being part of the solution. That's why I say, like, and he says this all the time, he could care less if you know who's doing what, as long as it gets done.
That's it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be face to front. You don't have to be who everybody see and talk about. Because at the end of the day, that's really a lot of responsibility you don't even want. But some people grab it because they got to be seen. I get it. But the ones in the background are the ones who are going to make things move. Like you were saying, you took them to the studio, you showed them, hey, without this guy on this mixing board, that mic ain't nothing. If you don't have this man over here behind this camera, that interviewer is nothing. If you don't have a person connected to the syndicate, no one hears your message. So it's like that background teaching that you're talking about is so important now. Because like our young people want to be a part of something. And that is why our gangs take off. That's why you see the numbers going up in the gangs, because it's a brotherhood. And they don't care what kind of brotherhood it is. But they do just want to be a part of something to say, I belong to this, or I belong to that. So that's why that was powerful, that you allowed them to make those t-shirts. You allowed them to put something together for the school, because now they're not just saying, I go to this school, but I am this school. You know what I'm saying? When people see, that does something for a child's mental that a lot of us didn't get. We didn't get that till we got grown and got families. And we're trying to figure this thing out. But it's like you're empowering people at such a young age. The reward for what you're doing is beyond measure of money. You know what I'm saying? It's so far past the money. Because you
long
can impact lives.
What anybody can pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You could be building millionaires and millionaires. You could be building these strong pillars in the community. Even if they don't become rich, they can become comfortable just for the simple fact that they know what to do to survive and to help those around them survive. So this to me, I was looking forward to this interview. Honestly. Really, man, because coming to get the boys, when I see them, it's different than when I used to pick them up from public school. It's a different look on their face. It's a different energy. And I'm gonna tell you something. Coming home, finding out what they did in school, it used to be like pulling teeth. But when they're getting something that they need and didn't know they needed, they're willing to talk out about it. They like, hey, they get in the truck. How was your day? Good? Everything went well today? We had fun. Hey, we went to, so they fall into it because, like you say, two things I saw. And this is for the record. Like, this is not we're doing this because we're on the show. No, two things I saw. Number one, you've improved their social skills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because anytime a person can come up to you and say, hey, how you doing? Are you all right? How's your day been? Things good?
Yeah.
When a person can do that, you've now improved the social outlook on the people around them. Because now they're improving in their circle. Like, it matters how he feels. Because how he feels is going to impact how I am the rest of the day. Because if he pissed, I ain't going to get nothing. I'm gonna have to deal with an angry person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and whether the situation is like that or not, it's just crazy and refreshing that they actually ask without you asking them. And this is a daily thing. This is not. It's almost like clockwork. So that's the first thing they do when they get in trouble. It's clockwork. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really telling you this to let you know what you're doing is working. It's really what I'm telling you. Because it's really working. Because honestly, like I say, we're one of those cases to where we adopted some grandkids that we have, and not knowing them. So you know them because they're your grandkids, but you don't know them because you ain't live with them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You know who they are. But boy, you don't know them till they live with you. When folks live with you, but you learn everything. You know what I mean? You're like, well, I got that out. You know you roll like that. Right? Come here, sit down, come here. We gotta talk about this, so, but to have that kind of help as a working, as a busy grandparent, that's one thing me and my wife have always appreciated, is that you guys help the household. Because I'm gonna tell you something, there's a difference during the summer than the school year. See, they have a different structure during the summer than they do during the school year. Because they understand what you all require, they understand what we require. In the summer, when y'all's out of place with them, they just free. Throw your hands up, right? Throw your hands up now. You hope for the best. Hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? But it's,
hope you can reel them back
do you hear me? All right, well, end of July. End of July. Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on back. It's the end of July. Let's get it. Let's get right.
So as far as the lunch and fundraiser, have y'all already got a date?
Actually, we know it again. So we already know the months. Let me put it like that. So I know we have October and March.
Okay.
So those are the 2 months. We don't have a specific date yet.
Yeah,
I'll hit you up on that.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So we always trying to fundraise, individual, corporate, whatever.
Right.
Just because we got to offset these kids, tuitions. That's one thing that the board requires. So, people think when you're a nonprofit and you founded and you're the executive, they think you the CEO, like you can just call shots. Not realizing you still got somebody to answer to.
Oh yeah.
And at a school you go answer to parents too.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, there's always somebody to answer to. But man. But just to let you know, bro. So like I don't think you realize how much you impacted not only your grandkids but kids inside our school. Because toward the end of the year, Robert be like, so like, what will Papa Josh do? like you acting out right now, or you had a question because they know who you are, the type of person that you are. It's like, what will Papa Josh do? And kids started saying that, like, what will Papa Josh do? Because they know, and so it's not always that you have to physically be in the building and to have an impact on somebody. It's like, I know where I come from, who I am, because that starts to mold their identity. And so when they start knowing who they are, they're like, I know you ain't supposed to be doing this right now. Or, man, my Papa Josh wouldn't even like us doing this right now. So it plays a role in who they are. And that's one of the reasons we make sure that our families understand that you part of this too. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, we don't raise kids. I didn't go into education to raise anybody's kid.
Right.
But I do want to be part of the solution.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm not
A lot of sense. Don't take the responsibility from the kids, from the parents.
Yeah.
But just be an enhancer to the process.
That's
I get something.
That's it. And so like when we have parents like y'all, man, go on field trips, like because we ask parents to go on field trips, like that. What do y'all need? Hey man, it helps. That even helps with the fundraising stuff because when you got parents saying, what you need? How can I help out? You ain't got to have all the money in the world. Sometimes I got parents that'll come in like, Robert or myself gonna be out, or we got an English teacher right now, she'll be out, and they like, we might like, hey, can you come sub for a day? They're like, I'm there. Well, I can only be there until someone this time. Cool. That helps out. That helps out a lot. So, and it also gives kids to, see somebody different, somebody else saying something that you're saying, and it's like, okay, all right, they ain't just no old kids. Like,
right. So, is it a way for people to get a hold of you for your volunteer opportunity, or if they can say, okay, they see this and they want to donate to you directly, can they go to like a website or best-skills.org?
Hit us up on the website. We got the contacts, we got the donation tab.
Okay.
Anyway, and not even that, even if you just got questions, hit me up. I'm all about helping people. You said one more thing I want to jump on. You said something about how they follow or whatever. So one thing we do teach our kids, and I want to say this right quick, we teach them how to be leaders, but we also teach them how to be great followers. You don't have to be a leader. Sometimes you just need to be a great follower. Know your role. Steph Curry had Clay. Clay made a lot of money. He knew his role.
Right.
Know your role.
Right.
And sometimes just teaching them how to be great followers. You had Malcolm. If it wasn't for Malcolm, if it wasn't for Jesse, Malcolm ain't gonna shine like he shined. There was a lot of great senators that followed after Martin Luther King. There was a lot of great senators, but they were followers first. So it's also teaching them how to be great followers and great leaders.
Gotcha.
So so like you were just saying, like, man, sometimes it's just teaching them their role and how to be good at that. Because here's the thing, like you said, if you win, we all win.
Right.
You do your role, the community, your family win, the community win, we all win. And so it's just teaching them like, do your role. So all right, my bad, bro. I can stay
No, man.
Like,
We can do this all day long. Like I said, we we had the best conversation before we even knew us, man. But we better get rollers on. We better get that nail. We can do it all day because it's what's necessary, man. And this that platform, like I said, this is what we talk about. You know, when we started this thing, man, we gonna roll out the information.
Yeah.
We gonna get people where they, where they need to be. You know what I mean? You can take it, or you can roll past it. The choice is yours.
Yeah.
But I think it's for us as a race of people. We got enough fools.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it is we ain't gonna go back and forth. This ain't no fashion show. This is a learning thing. You hear what I'm saying? And that's what they did for us.
Yeah.
And when I had the opportunity, just like if you're gonna look at people who are gonna have great impact, who am gonna download? You get what I'm saying? So if your name ain't at the top, who name need to be there? You get what I'm saying? Because when I look at it in the dynamics of what Best Skillz is doing, you tell me who got a greater impact.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? These are kids that not only from your grandchildren, but kids that I know, that I've seen firsthand, how they learn. And like I say, once you get a young person's mind turning, and they don't want to shut up about what's exciting to them, oh, you won.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You won.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like I say, seeing, him get it started. I remember when it got started.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that groundwork, man, and it's like, okay, how can we jump in to help? And I think the biggest way to help was to actually get on and let you tell people exactly what y'all got going on, and then they see. Like to the point, like you say, I started out with 2 kids, now I got a waiting list.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That you don't get no waiting list if you ain't needed.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
We try.
More importantly, if no one's talking about it.
Exactly.
Because we're a people of word of mouth.
Yep. And
You can advertise all you want to.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
We're word of mouth. We're word of mouth.
Yeah.
But we don't believe until we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, man, like I say, if it's in the future, if there's anything that we can do, let us know.
Yo, man.
I tell you one thing though, that you need to bring back that don't nobody do anymore. See, when I was coming through Summer Drive Elementary, I always had that Halloween corner.
Yeah, that's
Nobody do nothing like that no more.
Yo, I'm gonna get my PTA.
I understand it because times have changed.
Yeah, it's a lot of foolish folks out there. It's hard to kind of hold the parameter.
Hey, it wasn't nothing on some drive getting on that cakewalk. I'm just saying, I'm a fat boy, you know how I do. My egg been going down. And I can get on that cakewalk, it's over. I'm going home with a cake. I know that much, all right? Whatever we can do to help you guys get to that goal, man.
Bro,
and,
so I'm gonna tell you this though. We bringing back our best to wins. This is a little video clip that we do. Hey man, we want y'all on that for real.
Okay. All you gotta do is let us know. We'll set it up.
Yeah.
At any time. But we got the trailer. We need to do a couple fish fries. We get it going.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we got the barbecue trailer and all. We'll somebody there get it done, man. I'm game. I cook all day long. If I don't do nothing else, so let's work. And I appreciate you being here, brother.
Hey, I appreciate y'all guys. Y'all mean a lot to me, man. I feel like I don't say it enough, but hey, bro, y'all mean a lot to me, man. Josh, you don't know the impact you bringing in, and you ain't there at the time, but just what you done poured in your kids, it spills over to the school, and I appreciate that, man. I appreciate courage, man. One of my first donors, dog. Hey, so I appreciate it, bro.
This guy been rocking since,
shoot, it's been a minute, man.
Say 19.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
We went to Disney
together.
So Zay just turned 19. So we working on about right at 20 years.
Yeah.
That me and him have known each other. Our wives have known each other longer.
Yeah.
So
man.
just you gotta hang in there and let's just keep working on it. Whatever we can do.
Yeah, man. Like I say, if there's things that you need that they're able to do. Reach out.
Reach out.
And we'll keep y'all name in our mouth on the show.
Yeah.
Keep, you know what I'm saying, post you guys and
Appreciate it, bro.
push you guys, you know what I mean, as much as we can on here. And we basically, at this point, we just hope for the best, man. We just hope that the right people, not a lot of people, but the right people hear and then connect to the vision. You know what I'm saying? Because just getting the right people, that'll overshadow the crowd every time. You gotta remember, even when Christ spoke, he didn't speak to the multitude. He said, hey, y'all send them away. And y'all come on. Because I need to speak to the ones I know gonna move every time.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? You may grab something,
Yeah.
but the multitude is really for noise.
Yeah.
I heard a guy on social media say, he said, all publicity is good publicity. And I said, well, that means you work with the multitude.
Right.
So let's work with the council.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's do that. But yo, man, it's been a pleasure, man.
Been a
Sit
pleasure,
down with
I
you.
appreciate you.
Hope Rob feels better.
Yeah.
He bounces back strong. Get ready for the school year. Have a great school year.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to, like I say, the things that you guys are doing.
Appreciate it.
Just more, like I say, just a better year.
That's it.
More expanded.
Yeah.
I hope that folk run up on you wanting to help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That they start beating these
Man's
doors
not
down.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. Like,
Yeah,
start
I mean,
beating the doors
seriously.
down, giving checks, giving those monies, man. Because that sponsorship is important.
Oh, yeah.
It saves lives, man. Because it's tough out here, and people want better for their kids. A lot of times they just can't afford it.
That's it.
So that the fact that you have that, man, that's important. That's major. So yeah, we always got your back.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Number
I
one
appreciate
over here.
Until next time.
Till next time, y'all. In the No Podcast, baby.
We'll see you later.
Hit that subscribe. Check us out. Peace.
Peace.